Hi guys, welcome to Transformers of Eternia. Today I'm going to be talking about Masters Universe Origins Grizzlor and the pre-order. Now the pre-order, day one, went pretty badly I think for a lot of people because they had a short supply and it was sold out from what I've seen in like a minute. But the next day, as long as you waited and got around to it, the Grizzlor figure was basically sold as a pre-order, and I think everybody could get however many they wanted. So that would get rid of maybe some of those eBay people, the ones that drive you nuts because they buy like 50,000 of them and then they sell them all online, and then everyone's like, what happened to the stock? Yeah, those ones. So anyway, Grizzlor is eventually going to come out. I don't know if you did the pre-order. I think it's like a year, maybe. I don't know, 2023, because they're going to start making them now once they got everyone's orders. So that kind of sucks. But I mean, at the at SDCC or whatever it was, Comic Con, or I don't remember which one it was. They actually didn't they say that this is the fastest way they could get Grizzlor out to the fans is to do the Mattel Creations thing? That's what I thought. Well, if the fastest way they could get him out to the fans is to have them pre-order them or have them made for just the people who wanted them. Well, doesn't that take like a year or so to get these things made in a factory somewhere and then finally shipped out to people? So that kind of sucks if you think about it. I mean, I thought he was supposed to come out in the wave, with Leech and Montana and 2000X, He-Man, Skeletor, and all them, But who knows? I don't know what they're thinking. But yeah, so basically the first sale or whatever on September 9th didn't go didn't go very long because I think I looked at it for a second and then I had to go do something and I looked back on there. It was up for sale. It looked like, and then like within a minute I loaded my screen and it was sold out. So I think it was like a minute that it sold out in like a minute. I don't know how many they had, like 12. I don't know how many they had to give to fans, but boy, that was quick. What a letdown, huh? But we kind of knew that. So the made to order part on September 10th into the September 11th, that one is where everyone should have gotten it if they could. I don't know about in other countries other than America and all that, but yeah, so it was like the middle of the night here when he went on sale. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, so that was fun. But yeah, so yeah, he sold out right away the first day, but the second day it's just, I could check and see it and it wasn't gone and sold out. So that was cool. But yeah, so Grizzlor is, for the character anyway, for me, I think that Grizzlor is cool, but he's not like my number one. But for a Horde member, I feel like you have to have this guy. You just have to have him because there's already not a lot of Horde members from like the original toy line, so it's like you kind of have to have him. You got Montana, you got Leech, you got Mosquitor, you got the Horde troopers, and you got Modulok maybe, and then you got Grizzlor, and maybe Shadow Weaver and some other characters. But I'm saying it's not a lot of main characters for that. So it's not like Skeletor and all his guys. He's got a lot of guys, But so you want to get to this character. I mean, he's he's very cool because of the fur and stuff. So it's like an evil Chewbacca, mixed with like a, I don't know. Well, obviously a grizzly bear, I guess. But yeah, and so you want this guy, and you have to have him on your shelf to have that representation of the Horde. And it seems like Mattel really kind of, even with the one basically the 12 hours or 24 hours or whatever, I can't remember which one. Anyway, that you were able to get it at Mattel Creations, I still think that's not enough. I think that if you're gonna release one regular main character, and there's not a lot of Horde. I mean, if it was the good guys, like, the heroes, there's a lot more of them. I mean, they could have done I hate to say it, I'm sure there's a fan out there of this, but I think Snout Spout they could have done this with Snout Spout over, like, a character like Manny Faces or something. That's a main thing. Well, you have to have a certain characters to fill in that main core group, and you don't take one of the five original main characters or whatever and just throw him. Oh, yeah, he's an exclusive, and then he's an exclusive again after that on the next thing, and it's like, so I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't think that they know sometimes what they're doing, but the nice thing is they're at least trying to get these characters out to us, but I don't know, it seems slow if it takes them, if they have to do a pre-order or whatever, a made-to-order thing, and then you have to wait a year for it to be made for you. I mean, this isn't like the Unicron thing for Transformers fans, where literally there's a certain amount of people that, did the thing with Hasbro, HasLabs or whatever, and then they order the thing, and then there's only that many made. I mean, this is Grizzlor. It shouldn't be a big thing like, it shouldn't be like a HasLab type of situation. It should be just, hey, here's the characters. Now, I understand stores don't want to carry these things. I swear. I go to the store, and I still see on the shelf, taking up all the space, I still see all of the wave with the Sorceress and all them, Buzz Off and all them. I still see them. So it's very rare to see anything new. It's like those are on the shelf for like months, and then they forget the next wave, and then all of a sudden they'll stock again, and it'll be the following wave. So there's a whole wave you missed in the middle there. Like the Trap Jaw wave, that was a joke. I've never seen that in America. I had to order that off Big Bad Toy Store. But anyway, getting back to Grizzlor, some of the pictures I'm showing here, basically like that, what is it, Staction? The statues of Grizzlor, or statue of him or whatever. Anyway, that one was freaking cool. I kind of wish that they would make that version in this line, but I don't know if they would be able to stock it in stores. They might have to make an exclusive. See how much of a pain this is for a fan. And then the classics version. The classics version is probably the best one, but good luck trying to buy that for less than $150 or whatever. I don't know what it's going for these days, but though everybody loves classics. I mean, I'd never heard anybody say anything horrible about classics, the toys anyway. But basically, Grizzlor is just the same as the classics one, only the classics one is a little bit better, more detailed. But yeah, he looks like Grizzlor. I mean, there's not much to say there. It's just got the furry guy, with that just looks like some kind of a ape bear type of crossover thing, But yeah, he's cool, but I just hope that in the future they can actually figure out a way to get these things to people. I wish Mattel honestly could figure out a way to have like a whatever Hasbro, whatever their website is, Hasbro. I can't think of it. Hasbro Pulse. Yeah, they need to have Mattel needs to have a Hasbro Pulse version of Masters of the Universe on a website so that everyone can get these things, whether the stores stock them or not. I'm not saying that they can't send them out to Big Bad Toy Store and other places, but I'm just saying that they need to have a backup so that their fans, the people who want to give them money, can figure out a way to get this stuff. Because, like the picture you're seeing on the screen here, all of the this is my Horde members, and it's if I can't get one of these guys because it's so exclusive and such a pain in the butt to get, then it's going to look pretty empty if I don't get that character to fill in the space, and what good is collecting these things if you can't collect all of them, the ones that you want? When I was in the 80s, they always said collect them all. Well, today it's like collect them all if you can. We might hide some. We might make them hard to get. You might not be able to get them. Ha 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 ha. But please try to collect them. It's like they don't want your money. It's like they're just like, they'll get them if they can. If they can't get them, then well, that's their problem, I guess. But yeah, it's getting sickening the way some of these companies do their sales of their toys. I understand they're toys, but there's grown adults that will pay lots of money for these things. These are not just like toys anymore. They've become collector's items that fans will spend a lot of money on. Not saying we want to, but I'm just saying that they keep making making us jump through loops on fire basically in order to get the thing that we want, and you shouldn't have to do that as a fan. That just sucks. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to cover for this Hasbro Creations Grizzlor whole thing. I hope everybody was able to get one. I hope everyone was able to have this thing in their collection that you kind of have to fill in the main core Horde members. And if you're like me, the Horde was always my favorite villains. I don't know. I like Skeletor. I like all his guys. But the Horde seem to have a uniform kind of look to them, where it's all the red and the black, and then the bat symbol. Everyone has the uniform look, whereas Skeletor's crew is just like a mishmash of a bunch of guys that got together that work for him, Now, I loved Skeletor and all of the members. Too Bad is actually the one I really want, and but these guys are cool. But the Horde just looks like a tyranny, like an empire of evil people, like Nazis, kind of. They look like the villain, the red and the black, and they got the Horde troopers, and they look like the Horde troopers remind you of stormtroopers and all that. It's just really cool to me. And Hordak, the way it's so cool the way that they look. And Hordak's like kind of like the dark side in my mind, like the DC universe dark side to the Masters of the Universe. That's kind of how I see him. Like Skeletor is kind of like the Lex Luthor or the Joker of the Masters of the Universe, and Hordak's kind of like the dark side. When Hordak comes in, I mean, it's really the dark times, things that really got bad. But yeah, so that's just my feelings on the whole situation and my feelings on the Horde in general. I really love the Horde, and I really want to have all of the members, including Shadow Weaver even. I'd love to have different characters in that. I don't know if they're going to do all the She-Ra type of characters. I don't know. I really would like to have a She-Ra that looks like the cartoon and not like the toy. Because that head thing that she has as a toy, I didn't buy it. I just can't stand that. I want her to look like she does in the Masterverse toy line, actually. But I like Hordak with the gray skin instead of the blue skin. I'm a weird person, I guess. I'm not your average type of thinking person, I guess. But that's pretty much all I could say about the Grizzlor thing. So Like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.